Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Miranda, and today I'm doing an everyday makeup routine. We're going back to OG 2016 YouTube. This is pretty much the look that I do almost every single time that I do my makeup. Of course, sometimes I switch it up, but this is like my go-to products. Love, love, love. We stan. Also, I will have all of the products that I used linked down below. Some of them will be affiliate links, which means I will earn a slight commission if you click that link and then shop through that link. But of course, you can just click the link to see the product and I won't get anything from that. But those will be disclosed down in the description, which ones are affiliate links and which ones are just normal, because not every single thing can have an affiliate. But so yeah, just wanted to make that clear. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Honestly, it feels so weird to like sit down and like be filming a real big makeup video. But to get started, I've actually been wearing just concealer lately. I do have some foundations that I do really like, but I've been using the Tower 28 concealer. I have it in the shade DTLA. And I think it's a pretty good match. I pretty much just put this a little under my eyes, my chin, around my nostrils, and then I do have a little pimple on my forehead, so I will cover that. And the brush that I used to blend this out is the Milk Makeup and Sephora collab. I don't think they still make these anymore, but this is just what the brush looks like. I'm sure there are other ones that are a similar shape, but I just very gently blend this out. Honestly, it's pretty crazy that I've come to the point where all I'm wearing is concealer on my skin, and I'm happy with that, because when I was younger, like in a lot of my old videos, like I did struggle with acne for like a really long time, and I was always really insecure about that. And like now my skin looks really good. Like I do have some acne down there, but like whatever. My skin does get really dry in the winter, so using a foundation isn't always the best option. So I'm just letting my skin breathe, and I do of course moisturize and try to keep it from getting dry and flaky, but the dry winter air it does that. Then next is contour, but I'm using a bronzer. This is the Milk Makeup Liquid Bronzer. It's in the shade Shape Shift. And this is just, again, like since I have dry skin, I try to use cream products just because the less powder, the better it is. I just take a little bit on my finger and I just like I just pat the outline of my contour with my finger and I blend it out with my finger. I'm going to take a little more and do the underside, and this placement just makes the tip of my nose look a lot more button-like. Next is blush, and I've actually been using this Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick as my blush, and I'm really sad because they don't make this product anymore, so I'm gonna have to find a new color to replace this, but it's a really good product for liquid cream blush. It's like the perfect rosy tone, and I love the shade of pink. I think it's so pretty, and it blends out like really well, honestly. And I just used this little dense brush. This is the Small Contour by Schmiss Glam. This was an Ipsy thing. I do still have a lot of the brushes that I used to get out of Ipsy subscription bags. Like, I love this color. I think it's so cute. It blends out so nicely. Now I'm gonna do powder, and honestly I do swap between quite a few powders just because I have a few of them open. One that I'm running out of is this Milk Makeup powder, which they don't make anymore. Not sure why. Milk Makeup, why did you discontinue your setting powder? I also have this one by Urban Decay, which also got discontinued. But today I think I'm going to use the Milk one. I just swap between the day. Just a translucent loose powder. I really don't use pressed powder super often, but then weirdly enough, I use this angled brush. This is by ColourPop. It's the F10. I'm sure this is probably for contouring, but I like it because it really helps me just set exactly where I placed that concealer, which is pretty much just under my eyes. I do set my nose just to put, and this is just like with excess powder. I'm not like actually going in super ham, but I just set that liquid bronzer. But I really don't set my cheeks or anything. I'm pretty much just setting exactly where I placed concealer, and that's it. Also, since getting my nose pierced, I do have double nostrils, so I got into the habit of just using a smaller brush when doing my makeup so that I wouldn't irritate the piercings when they were still like more fresh. And the back ones are newer, so they are still healing, but they're not irritated anymore like they would have been with product. Also, if anyone wants to see a video of like how I was doing my makeup around my piercings, I can do that, because as of right now I really don't have to think about that anymore. But when they were first done, I was not about to not wear makeup for 2 months, so I was anyway, and I can show you how I was doing that. But next, I am going to do fake freckles. I do have henna freckles on my nose, but I do go ahead and add more because I love a fake freckle, and especially in the dark, cold, cloudy winter. I don't go in the sun. I also wear sunscreen, so the sun is not damaging my face anymore, so I don't really get freckles on my face like I used to when I was younger. This is the Baby Go Freckle, and I really just take one little dot on my nose, or on my finger, and then I place it on my nose very gently. This product is darker than other freckle products, but I just think it's so cute. I love freckles. Like I said, I get them when I let my skin in the sun, but since I don't do that anymore, it's just the way it is. I also have this Kimchi freckle pen that's almost out, and I really need to get a replacement, but every single time I go to JCPenney, they never have it. But I love the consistency of this one. I just put a few dots because this one is much more liquidy, and it just blends. It's so cute. Like, after Christmas, I really want to get another one of these. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this teeny tiny little brush. I don't know what brush this was actually. This was a liner brush. It's by It Cosmetics, I'm pretty sure. This is the N130, but I've used it to filth. But I go ahead and I do have like actual like freckles, like moles, I don't know, a beauty mark. I have actual beauty marks that obviously get covered, and I go in with, this is the e.l.f. cream contour kit. I really only use this kit now for just this purpose because I used to use it for contour, but I don't really do that anymore. So now I just use it to go over beauty marks or any acne. Like I said, I had a pimple patch, and I'm just going to turn that pimple into a mole. Just like that. These little guys down here are acne, and it just, there's something about turning a red dot into a brown dot that just, I love it. But yeah, the one under my nose, this one right here, and this one right here are like, they've always been on my face, but again, they get covered by makeup, and then I bring them back because I think it's cute. And then anywhere that I just have like any discoloration, or just anywhere that I want there to be a mole, I put one. So, life hack, turn your acne or hyperpigmentation spots into freckles. It works. Then I'm gonna go in with another blush on top of this one. I've been really leaning into like the more peachy color. I have a few that I really like. This one's by Sephora, and it's in the shade Fascinated. And I love like a peachy coral blush. I do. I also have this one by House Labs that they don't make anymore. Like everything that I have in like these brands stopped making. But this like rosy blush is so cute. It's like a really good match for the one that I put on already. But also I have a third one that I really like. And I think this is the one that I'm going to wear today. It's by Spark Cosmetics. I actually got this as a TikTok shop sample, but this color, it matches. It matches everything. It's such a beautiful shade. This is the Velvet Mousse powder in the shade Allure, and she is alluring. And to apply this, I use the ColourPop F24. It's just a nice dense brush. I put a little blush on my chin. I'm gonna go right over top of where I placed that cream. Just, it's such a cute color. I'm a blush fanatic. Adorable. And then I do put a little bit on my nose. And then I go in with this brush. And this is the Mange, I don't know. I got this also as a TikTok shop sample. But this brush is just such a perfect shape and size. And then I go in with the ColourPop Melt For You palette. And again, just going into like a nice rosy pink. And I just do one little dip. And then I do the blush across my nose because I think it's adorable. Now, time for highlight. I love this product. I love this product so much. This is by Half Magic Beauty. This is their Glitter Puck. And it is a glitter puck. Like, this is so beautiful, gorgeous, and stunning. On the camera, like, it's not going to do it justice. It is such, like, fairy dust. It is so beautiful. I go in with this brush that I got years ago from my mom for Christmas in, like, an Ulta set. And it has been the perfect brush for applying my highlight. And I really just do this like all along the bridge. Not the full bridge, just the tip and just at the very height of the bridge. And then I recently started doing, because of this product, I started doing cheek highlight again. Like, I stopped doing highlight like that for quite a while. And then I got this glitter. And she's back. Like, fairy, she's giving pixie, she's giving beautiful, gorgeous, and stunning. I love this. Then, to add more glitter, because I love glitter, Ulta recently like redid their entire like Ulta Beauty section, like their own home product, and they have these glitters and they are beautiful. Like, I'm obsessed. They have, I think, 5 colors, but I have this one and it is so pretty. If it'll focus, it is so pretty. This is in the shade Supernova. And then I just take my finger and very lightly, a little bit goes a long way, and then I just, like, if you want fairy glitter, this is it. If you want to look like a fairy, I love a little like chunky glitter, and it's just so pretty. Okay, then for eyes, I usually really don't do that much just because I do a big eyeliner wing most days. So I'll just take a brush that has excess shadow. Like, I'm not dipping into anything. This is just the last thing that I use. I just put it on the outer corner mostly, and then I do blend it a little bit forward. But it just adds, there's something about doing liner with nothing on the eye that just never seems to look right to me. So just by having a little bit of shadow, that makes me feel better about what I'm doing. And same with this brush. Like, this is just a little tiny thin brush that I just run along my lower lash line. Again, just taking whatever the last thing I used. I recently got this gimmicky product off of TikTok Shop where, like, they're lower lash line stamps, and they do work sometimes, but they came like this. Like, the stamps are one thing. The stamp comes with the ink pad for the stamp, but also there's a really thin baby eyeliner, and I've been using this and it actually is really nice. But yeah, this liner is so teeny tiny, very thin. But this is basically the shape that I do. And I only use this liner for drawing the outline. I do not fill it in just because it is so teeny tiny. It would waste up all the ink. Okay, perfect. Then to fill in the wing, I go in with this e.l.f. super liquidy. This stuff is like $3, I think. It's just a really liquidy brush tip, and this is what I use to fill in, just because again it's so cheap that like I'm using a lot of ink on a daily basis, and these last like a pretty long time. Then I am actually going to use the little stamp, because even though it is a bit gimmicky, like it does sometimes work really well. But it's just like a little ink pad, and there are two stamps, like one is for the right side and one is for the left. And you can see that like they have like the little lash outline. And I just dip this in there. I think the key is like immediately once I take this out, I need to apply it to my lash. I think it dries like really fast. And then I try to like scoop it underneath my natural lashes. And then it just does like little spikes. I think that's the key though. I think that I have cracked the code. Then I have the left side. I don't bother putting it on the long stick because I can just hold it. Like it is cute. Like it is giving like super cutie fairy lashes. And I love it. Now I'm going to do my inner corner stars. And I use the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paints. I love these things. I use them every day. The brush that I use to apply my stars is the Ulta Beauty Pointed Liner 51. It is teeny tiny. These have been a staple for me for well over a year. Like almost every time that I do my makeup, I do my stars. The only time I really don't is if I'm doing like the black, like inner corner wing. Because sometimes a look calls for that. But usually it's the stars. I love them. I love them so much. Then to do my, people consider them like star brows. I've never really considered them a brow just because the way that where I place them is not where my brow grows. So they're just like a little decal. Like you can do this without shaving off your eyebrows. You don't have to shave off your eyebrows to do this. And I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to. Like I always get TikTok comments where people are like, oh, I wish I could do that. And it's like, you can. Your eyebrows are not up here. At least I don't think they should be. But like, how cute. But again, you can do this. Like my brow hairs are down here. You can do these without having to shave off your brows. Please do not feel like you have to do that. Anyone can do a little fun decal. There are no rules. Then I need to see if I have... I'm hoping this is a new e.l.f. one just because this one's like almost gone. But the next thing I do are little... Okay, this one's brand new. I do little dots just like above my lids. And then right below. It's definitely good to have a really liquidy liner to do these, just because like when it's dried out they don't end up being a big circle like that. And now I'm gonna do just top mascara. Since I've been drawing like faux lower lash line lashes, there's never really a need for me to do mascara. Because sometimes I feel like it's just like too much. I've been using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara because this is one that I definitely have tutorials from when I was like 16 or 17. I don't know if they're still on the channel or if I privated them, but I definitely, like, this was a mascara that I used when I was a teenager. And I remember it being really good. And honestly, it is really good. So now for lips, I love the ColourPop lippy pencils. I think the consistency, they're so creamy, and just I really like how they apply. I have the shade Oh Snap, and again, just saying, I love a rosy pink. The only thing is, like, the way that they sharpen, like, isn't normal, but whatever. They work fine, so I don't care. And then I only overline my top lip just because it is smaller than my bottom lip and I don't need to touch the bottom. I pretty much just round out my Cupid's bow a little bit and then add a little bit to the top. Then I just take my finger and drag the product down, and like now my lips look a little more full. And then I switch between actually a few different colors, to be honest, for my lips. I have a few. They're all within the same like tone. I love, like, my favorite products are the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip. I don't wear lipstick. I think these products are perfect just because my lips are smaller and they just blot it on and it just gives, I love the finish. I think that they're just really beautiful. I have the shade Doozy, which I like a lot. I have the shade Zuma, which is a more nudie pink. And then I have Slow Jam, which is more of like a peachy nude. I think today I'm gonna go with Doozy. Like, it's been a while since I've worn it. And just put on a little bit and then use my finger. Then lastly are lashes, and I use the, what are these called? Oh my gosh, I can't think of what the brand is. Their packaging doesn't have the name of the company. I'll have them linked. I literally can't think of the company name right now. It has bold in the name. But these are in the style Newsworthy. But yeah, I love these lashes. I've repurchased them so many times. They're just like a really nice, like almost manga lash, where like I love how spiky they are. And they're very youthful, which, not that I'm old, but like, you know what I mean? Like, they're very young and fresh. Not as serious. And then this is my final face. This is like my everyday. It's almost like monochromatic, which I love doing a monochromatic look with like this color also on my eyes, plus it's on my lips, and it's just so uniform. I love it. So yeah, this is my everyday makeup routine. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you recreate it, I would love to see. Also, Merry Christmas, because as I'm filming this, it's Christmas Eve, and I'm probably going to upload this on Christmas. Shout out to the YouTubers that post on Christmas, because I watch that as my TV, and there's nothing on. There's so many people don't upload because obviously it's Christmas, but I love the people that give me something to watch as my show. Yeah, I love you guys lots, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, love you, bye!